What's up? What's up? What's poppin'? Hey, 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 how y'all doing? We live. It's been a minute. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get my water. Ah, welcome. Let's see. Y'all folks a chance to get in here. Make sure. Okay, we got the privacy settings changed. For whatever reason, it was not shareable, but it is now. Give me a share. Come on in. Come on in. I am waiting for my guests to jump on. What's up? How you doing? Should be live on Instagram too, but I need y'all to run over to YouTube, hit that subscribe. We're doing big things. 2024 was a great year, and yeah, it's gonna be even greater later. Please believe it. How are you all doing? Give me a share. Let me know you are in the building. We are broadcasting to Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram tonight. So I got multiple devices, couple, 2, 3 computers going, all the things. I'm going to try to keep up with the comments. However, if you go to YouTube and you comment on YouTube, it will pop up on my computer screen as well as on the screen in the live itself. So help your girl out. Help your girl out. Where you chiming in from? I don't know, my people. There's a few people on here. Let me know where you are from. Hey, Maria Wheeler, you are so consistent. Thank you so much. Lorenzo, Michelle, what's up, my people? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all could have been anywhere else, and I'm glad you are here with me tonight. We're going to have us a good show. Waiting on my cat to jump on. I sent him the link. Where you at, Jay? Text him. Whew. So I decided to wear my jogging suit today. I hadn't worn any of my blowing bubble stuff in a minute. I've been dressing up a lot. And in the studio, there are a lot of lights. I only have 3 lights on me right now. But my God, it's about 900 degrees in here. And I want to take this off so bad. I'm hot. But we're going to get through it. I'm already sweating. Whew. He didn't respond, so I'm hoping that he is good to go. I got a friend from Cleveland that's going to be joining me tonight. He is a marketing expert. He's an app developer, um, and a dynamic entrepreneur. Very strong brother doing a lot of good up in Cleveland. And I want to give him the floor tonight to, just talk about what he's got going on. It's a lot going on in the world. Have you all voted yet? Have you voted? Have you voted? Have you voted? What is going on in your state, in your city, in your county? There are so very many local elections that have a lot at stake. And okay, let me texting. Okay, yeah, technical issues. I usually, every time I have a guest, I tell people get on at least 10 minutes early so we can work out the kinks, because inevitably somebody will have kinks. Make sure if you can't hear me, let me know. I saw a comment come in. Let's see. That says, and that's my bad, JR. I did not tell him to use a laptop. I'll eat that one. I just told him to be on early. I didn't tell him he had to use a laptop. It is important. Okay, how can I get on my live? Well, it's going to be a problem because I can't see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Cherie. Thank you. I don't know if it's me glowing or if it's the lights and the sweat. So, yeah, I'm here though. I'm here. I'm really excited. This is the end of my year. If you all remember last year in November, I shut down. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the year. I'm doing a lot more guesting on podcasts. So I am not recording any more episodes. This probably won't record any more episodes this year. It will have to be somebody that's just in the right place, that's hard to get to, and I happen to be able to get to them at a certain time. I'll go ahead and do it, but I might pop in and out and do live. I did not stop. I want you all to understand, those of you who follow me regularly, I've been pre-recording all the episodes. So go over to the YouTube channel and watch those episodes. It's a lot. All year long, I've been busy. I haven't really been doing live videos. It takes so much to be at a certain place at a certain time every week. And then the technical aspect, it's overwhelming. And I get better interviews when I'm in person. So I really wanted to do more in-person interviews. And I started working with a studio. Big shout out to Playhouse Studios HQ over there. Man, y'all show my guy some love. If you're in Atlanta, you need a content studio or a recording studio, he is definitely good. Hey, Sister P. They took care of me all this year. So when you saw me in the studio, I was at Playhouse Studios. I am in my own personal studio right now. That is a set aside place in my house. So I had to start going into the studio because I wanted to do more live in-person interviews with people and not just the virtual. It tends to be better. And people, oh my goodness, y'all got to check them out. I want to see all of the interaction, all the engagement. I want y'all to share. I want you to like. I want you to comment. There is some great content on there. And I'm not just saying that. There were some times where, man, stuff happened in that studio. People didn't expect to be in the mental and emotional space that they were in. People think blowing bubbles. Oh, this is cute. They get on there and woo, the lives open up. They open up. One young man, he was on there, and after we finished, he literally called his mother. And he said, Mama, I just finished doing a podcast interview, and this lady had me talking about my life when I was a kid. I'm just telling you now, I was talking about my life. It was so sweet to me. Hey, there's my guy. He got in. Hey.
Yo,
Welcome.
what's happening?
Welcome. What's up? I just been talking to the people, just killing time. Oh man, we gonna jump on in.
Cool.
How you doing?
I'm amazing, blessed and highly favored. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Woo. So,
right. Technology is great when it's working. Technology is great when it's working.
Preach it to the choir, because I promise you, every week you would think I have a different setup. Every week, something different. I'm like, I had that figured out last week. Now what happened? It's so crazy. Now my hair is going down. Oh man, I am so honored. My boy called me out, y'all. He was like, "Yo, I'm still waiting on my invitation for the podcast." I was like, "Let's go today. No more delays. No, because I will forget. I have a person that has been booking my guests all year. So if I didn't remember to tell her to get with you or to tell you to get with her,
I see how you do it, man. And you know, I think it's unfair. I don't think it's right. You know what I mean? Like, listen, we've been in how many states together, how many different cities, and to have to go through this treatment. It's egregious, man. It's egregious.
Man, charge it to my head, not my heart. You know, we people. We people. I would never slight you. Yes. So, man, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat. I have someone that I so very much admire and respect. J.R. Fogle. Wow, he is the app guy, as he got on his description there, but he's an app developer. He's a marketing expert. He is a personal motivator. Man, y'all remember when I was doing the no meat challenge? This guy right here called me out and put me on this 90-day challenge that I didn't succeed.
Hey, I didn't either, but it's okay. Charge it to the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, wanted to, really tried, but
I did good at first. So it was funny how it started, right? We were at the podcast summit back in July, and we were sitting in this restaurant after the conference ended, and I had just had several teeth taken out, and I'm struggling to eat a cheeseburger. And my brother looked at me like, "Why are you even doing it?" And I didn't even have an answer. He was like, "You know what? I got a plate full of chicken. How about let's just not eat meat?" And that's how it started. So it was that simple. We didn't wait. We didn't make any excuses. We just said, we're going to do it.
Not the smartest thing in the world, though. I will say that. It was not the smartest move I've ever made. You know, just jump right into the fire. But it goes to show you that it was like, and it was a little bit more to the story than that. However, for, time's sake, it's understanding that, like, in order for things to change, something needs to change, right? Period. And we were just having a authentic conversation, and we realized some things need to change, but we weren't changing. And this is for me too. So, you can't coach it unless you can be coached. And we were just holding each other accountable. And it was one of those moments where it's like, yo, like, let's get it.
Hold on, I'm a little slow because I was messing with my mic, but you can't coach unless you could be coached.
Yeah. There it
is. That's sinking. Because everybody and their great grandma got a certificate now talking about, I'm a life coach. What's your life look like?
I think we all are life coaches. What? Hey, hold on, wait. I just need to do a temperature check real quick. In the chat, if y'all are watching, what do y'all do? Where y'all from? because I like to kind of gauge and shift the conversation and cater towards the people that tapped in, because I really value those people that tapped in and the people who are engaged.
I think we got a little first selection here. And people are on Facebook, people are on YouTube. I can't. Yeah. We got some Atlanta. We got somebody from Maine up in here. We got Ohio. Yeah, we kind of diverse, man.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Be in this piece.
All right, let's go. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get saucy, man. Like, I'm ready. I've been waiting for this. So I'm headed to New Orleans tomorrow. So it's like I need to get, I got to empty my cup before I go.
Hey, you going for work or leisure?
Both.
Always, bro. Amen.
So I'm meeting the two business owners down there, and then it's a friend of mine's birthday, so it's like 5 of us going down there to kick it and have a good time. So, like, you know what? Let's talk about this, right?
Yeah.
So, I was having a dope conversation with my son yesterday. My son is 17, and I was talking to him about the importance of finding your happy, right? Finding your happy.
Okay.
Reason being is because what makes him happy and what makes me happy is two totally different things, right?
For sure.
I can do the things that I think will make him happy, but if I don't authentically know what makes him happy and he doesn't know what makes him happy, then we need to figure that out, right?
Yes, a disconnect, for sure. Yeah. We got Jersey in the house too. I don't want to forget my girl Kim. Yes. Shouts
out to Kim. So I really, like, in the midst of us having that conversation, came to the realization that, I didn't discover what made me happy until I was grown. Like, we ain't got time to worry about what makes us happy. We got bills to pay. We got this, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of the lively things that kind of like happens that we all experience in real time, we find things that might distract us for the time being. I'll take a shot. I might smoke a blunt. Whatever, right? Whatever your thing is, you'll find it. It's not that it makes you happy. It just kind of distracts you from the realities of what is. We'll challenge him to find his happy spot. What makes you happy?
For me, the easiest thing that makes me happy is my grandbabies.
Nice.
I mean, they are it for me. My children, of course, but them grandbabies.
I can hold off on that conversation.
I'm telling you, it's nothing like it. Yes, they do it for me. I enjoy looking at the ocean. I could just look at the ocean. I don't even have to get in it, but the ocean is a happy place for me.
That's what I'm trying to get to right there. That it's only about you.
Yes, real estate. I can just, even, I'm a real estate broker. Even when I'm not with a client, sometimes I'll just line up a list of houses and just go look at houses, and I'll just imagine myself redesigning the house. And even if I don't see myself living there, I'm a carpenter by trade as well. So I just mentally redecorate and rebuild the house. I swear it's like an escape like no other.
See, I love
have several outlets.
Yeah, I love that.
As well as hold up. Bubbles.
Nice.
Bubbles make me happy.
I love that. And the reason, I'll tie all of this in together, right? The reason why it's most important is because we have to realize what we're working for.
For sure.
So if you don't know the thing that you're working for, then you find yourself frustrated at work because it's like, why am I doing this? Why am I here?
You lose sight of your motivation.
Huh?
You can lose sight of your motivation.
Exactly. But also realizing that you matter. We get so caught up in everybody else. We get so caught up in pleasing everybody else. We want to make sure the kids is good. We want to make sure your spouse is good. But it's our responsibility to pour into ourselves. Right?
Absolutely.
So we can be there for everybody else.
Absolutely.
But if we constantly pouring out and nobody else is pouring in, especially us, then it becomes that much easier for our cup to get empty. And then you lose focus of the goal. What was the task? Why am I doing the thing that I'm doing?
Yes.
So,
I have my sister friend is actually on here, Lolo Pitts, Sister Pitts. She told me years ago, she said, you have to make sure that you are on your own list of priorities.
Facts.
We leave ourselves off our own list. And it's like, why is that? You know,
I say that for you too. That for you too. And that's why that challenge was even that much more. If anything, it was one of those things that will stop you in your tracks and make you focus on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because before you ate something, you thought about it.
I did, because I thought about what can I eat. I just had oral surgery. And I'm like, my jaw, I had like a hairline fracture. They jacked me up. And it was very painful to eat anything. But I was hungry. So I marinated on what I could possibly kind of sort of chew. And I chose a doggone cheeseburger. I should have asked for soup.
But listen, but the menu there was horrible. First off,
the menu was not good for such a so-called high-end hotel.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed in that menu.
But yeah, I just wanted to kind of like get that out because I thought that was a very good point. So
yes, and we have to understand that what makes us happy, what inspires us, is evolutional. It doesn't. What makes me happy today may not work tomorrow. And we're ever growing creatures. And giving ourselves permission to be that flexible. Like, you know, we can grow beyond a thing. Mm-hmm. I used to play sport. I used to watch a lot of sports. I don't really watch sports like that anymore. I'm, you know, a lot of things that I used to be into, I'm just not.
And that's okay. But I think above all else, it's just realizing that your happiness matters.
Man, listen, when I became, I believe when I turned somewhere in my 49th year, that's when it really turned on, like, and never went off for me. Mm-hmm. I stopped. Hey, Erica. I stopped caring as much what people think and what everybody, like, I was one that would just run to the rescue without even being asked. I still sometimes get, you know, backslide into that old way because it's so innate for me. It's so easy for me to just help. I have a true helper's heart. Mm. So giving and serving comes naturally. And givers give and takers take. So you got to be careful because you'll find yourself continually giving and then you'll get frustrated because you're now depleted. And the worst thing that can happen is a person to say, I didn't ask you to do that. And they didn't.
That's how you catch a case too.
Listen, in my younger days, boy.
You did what? But
you know that keeping it honest with myself, I just got to check myself. But they didn't ask me. I went. I volunteered. I stepped in. Okay, you know now I look the next time. But just checking myself before I feel the urge to check anybody else keeps me in line. But when I remember a few years ago, that 49th year of my life, I woke up. Karana woke up. I was like, nice. And I really, I wish you could see my whiteboard. I printed it out. It's really big on my whiteboard. And it says, no is a complete sentence. Man, if I pick this camera and this tripod up, we're going to have issues.
No, it's all good. We good.
But yes, it says no is a complete sentence. And I had to really drill that in my brain. Like, say no unapologetically, inexplicably. I'm not telling you any reason why. It's just no. If I want to do it, I will. I don't care if I can. If I don't want to, I'm still not.
Stand on your nose.
Man, me and No became partners. Like, we really are we really are very, very well acquainted now. I don't let anybody guilt me into budging on my nose either. I'm just like, nah, nope.
We don't do
Nope.
drama or foolishness. Facts.
Ain't gonna be able to do it. So yes, give yourself permission to say no. And everybody has, well, most people, some people are very selfish, but most people have a little bit of people
But you should be
pleasing.
selfish also.
I am much better at it now. And I don't consider me putting myself first being selfish. It's just me putting myself first because everybody else is going to put them first. And then it's like, who's caring for me? So I'm going to care for you.
I don't care what title or what name you put on it. It's like, yeah, if I'm selfish, yeah, I'm about me. Because at the end of the day, like, who else is going to be about me if I'm not about me, right? And if I can't show you how to be about me, then how can you be about me?
For sure. We teach people how to treat us by how we treat ourselves and what we accept. So yeah, by all means, be selfish. So I want to point out.
You ready to teach?
Huh?
Oh, my bad. My bad. Go ahead.
I just want to point out I got my little sticker. It's curling up. I wanted to keep it on. I voted earlier. I did vote early. Now I don't dare tell anybody who to vote for, but I definitely want to make sure that you all, I'm in the state of Georgia. And one thing that I noticed is that in the state of Georgia, every presidential election, the state legislature gets really, really busy and they slide these amendments in there on us and they slide these bills in there. Read your ballots. Read your ballots. The state, county, and city politics affect you directly and most immediately. Read your ballots. If you own a house or hope to own a house, one of the bills, and it's going up for a constitutional amendment. So if you understand what that means, once it hits that constitution, the state constitution, is going to be very hard to reverse it. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you own or hope to own a house, the property taxes are getting ready to exponentially increase. Exponentially. You know what that means? It means that number times that number. So I'm telling, don't say I didn't tell you. If you do not vote, shame on you. This isn't even about the politicians. This is about the policies. Understand, it's going to affect you. Yes, one vote can matter. Every vote counts. Get your butt out there and vote. I pray that you are registered. So yes, that's my soapbox for tonight. I did vote today. And the wording of there's 3 issues on the ballot for in the state of Georgia that are constitutional amendments, and the wording can be so tricky. So I encourage you, got a couple more days where you can still early vote. Read up, look online on the Secretary of State. You can get a sample ballot and read up on those amendments. There's a couple of the presidential candidates that are not eligible. Don't you go in that booth and vote for Cornel West. That's what I'm going to tell you, that for sure. Do not vote for Cornel West. He is one of the candidates who is ineligible. So if you vote for him, you are basically nullifying your vote.
Yeah.
So don't do it. And there's one other lady. It sounded like it was a lady. I can't remember her name. So do not vote for Cornel West for sure. It's just ridiculous. He unfortunately doesn't have an opportunity to win. And it's just going to dilute the other votes. Whatever your position is, it's going to dilute it.
Facts.
All right. Hey, Carisha. We got some activity in the chat. Yes. Now, my brother, I want to talk to you about your business and the things that you have going on. I definitely hope to work with you really soon. You have not just do you develop apps for other people, but you have a television network. You have business. Tell the people everything that you have. What is local? And tell us about that. So let's start there.
Local is a social network, basically. It's spelled Lokul. You'll find it in the app stores under that. But yeah, it's really a social network. We've actually combined all of our verticals into one place and created to what I consider to be the ultimate social network. So you have Instagram, Facebook integrations. So this is our own private network. So we're not getting cut off or kicked out or shadow banned or anything like that because we have our own social network. Then we have a Black business directory that helps you locate and find Black-owned businesses across the country, no matter where you're at, based upon your location. We host our own events across the country. Outside of that, we have the TV network that is now plugged into the app itself. So right now we have 11 channels launched. And by the end of first quarter, going into second quarter, we'll be at 20. So yeah, we're constantly scaling and growing. And I'm just traveling the country, kind of spreading the gospel, right? And just showing entrepreneurs. Like, I don't want to just tell you, I want to show you, like, yo, this is a Black man that built this. And I can build the same for you.
Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. Barisha, Miss Media Mogul, you hear that? You can have your own network.
There you go. We're not asking for permission no more. And I think that's another thing that people need to realize. In this day and age, you have a lot of people that will hide behind the smoke and mirrors. And what I challenge you to do is change your thinking. When you're next time, I don't care who it is, take away their social media platform and then ask yourself, who would they be? Right.
Right.
You will be surprised at the answer to that question for a lot of people. And that's where it's like, I know a lot of dope people, yourself, just tons of other people. We were sitting at that table with, like, my dude Dwayne came over. He's a 7-figure entrepreneur, almost 8 right now. These are people who are actually doing things in real life who I feel like need a platform, need a bigger platform. So it's like, yo, you know what? Let me go build this thing out. Instead of us just complaining about it, I'm not asking nobody to do nothing for me. It's like that. You know what? We got cameras. We shoot our own content. We do all of the above. So it's like there's no more excuses. What excuse do you have when you can put out everything yourself?
That's right. That's right. What are you shooting with? Was that a Black Magic?
No, the Black Magic is upstairs. This is my Canon. This is the 7D. Then we have the 5D Mark III, and then we have the R6s. So yeah.
Okay. My son likes the Canon family. I'm in Sony land.
Sonys are not, man. Those new mirrorless joints.
Listen. Yeah, I got an FX30.
Listen, come on, you got money. You got money. But you know what?
I had to grow up to that. I really did. I kept having issues. My challenge was the other cameras cut off after 30 minutes. And I'm like, we're not doing that.
It could have just been your memory card too.
No, the cameras cut off. They don't record longer than 30 minutes. You have to restart. So yeah, this one, the FX30 records 13 hours consecutively.
Let's go. Come on. See, man,
we're not playing.
Who wants to do some bubbles? Let me hold a couple bubbles. But
hi, Daddy. My dad is on. Is that my dad or my cousin? Hey, listen, I think that's my cousin. Man, so my family, and it's really funny that I don't know which one is on my live right now. My family, James, John, Matthew, and Sam. It's about 30 of each of them. My family. So I don't know. It's a James Hosey on there.
That's what's up.
Hey, cousin Janine.
What's going on, cousin? What's going on, Pops?
Yeah, it's a few folks on here tonight. Y'all get engaged in this chat. Any questions y'all want to ask? So this man built his own network. He integrated it with like a social media platform. So, you can't be kicked off and shadow banned like these other platforms have done. What does that technical process look like for you? How long did that take for you to build out to where you are now?
So I built my first app in 2010, but it was like super ahead of the curve. People weren't ready to hear about no damn app. What happened was I was working at Verizon, and smartphones had just started to kind of become a thing. I think I still had a BlackBerry at that time, but you start to notice the trend. And I'm one of those people who I love to be ahead of the curve, and I figured out how to code using platform called Python. And once I learned that language, it was just like I was addicted to it.
So you are all self-taught?
Huh?
You're self-taught?
Yes. No. No, I went to school for it. So
okay.
Yeah. So I went to school. I took the Python course. I passed, got my certifications. But then it was like I just wanted to do more. And ever since then, it was just like, all right, bet, let's get it. Then fast forward, I realized that a lot of people, they were curious about what I had going on, but most importantly, they wanted to do it themselves, right? Created a platform where I'm like, all right, bet, let me build out something that makes it easier for you to do so. So I created this thing called 123APPZ. And you go to 123appz.com and you can build your own app. So we covered all the verticals. My whole thing is I'll take away every excuse you got, and then just be like, all right, well, now what? You said you want to do this, so come on, let's do it.
Okay. Now, is the DIY app platform still available?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you probably need to drop that in the chat because 123APPZ. Did I say it right?
123APPZ. It rhymes. 123APPZ.
Okay. .com. Yeah, when apps first came out, I remember it was only Apple, and their slogan was "There's an app for that." There's an app for that, and iPhones was the only phone that had apps, and then once Android caught on, it was a wrap.
Exactly. So now the market is looking a lot different, but most importantly, now I'm on a mission to help entrepreneurs get into the app space. So it's like, because what you don't realize is a lot of people are leaving money on the table. Like, no, let's go get that. I don't care what business you have. I can teach you how to monetize it. And that's the most important part.
Nice. Okay. Now, is that teaching someone how to monetize strictly through app-based solutions, or so you're in a SaaS space, is that correct? Software as a solution, is that what?
Correct.
Okay. So are your teachings for monetization based on your SaaS operations, or you doing other forms of coaching and teaching?
I don't really want to coach about nothing else or outside of that right now, because it's like, as you know, like it's easy for us to like get distracted by the shiny things that's coming.
For sure.
So it's like now I've just been laser focused, and I'm hyper focused on app development and all things tech, right? So if you want to have a technical conversation, much like the conversation we had earlier, and just like that, I showed you how to monetize it. Yeah. That's the same thing I'm doing with everybody. I have a gift, and I'm using that gift to help other people. That's it.
Shout out to you for discovering your gift. A lot of people never, especially people who are hyper creative. Man, us creatives, like, we are so easily distracted by the shiny new thing. So
because it's tough, because we know we can do it.
We know we can. And people who are not like that, they just think, oh yeah, they're just doing something different. Man, but I'm great at it. I'm like crushing it for real.
Already paid for itself. Like, so
it's really hard to explain that to somebody who's not that. And I don't even try to explain it. Like, okay.
But the best way I try to explain it to people is I show them, right? I'll tell you what, anybody, first person who does it, I'll do that. In the chat, tell me about your business. Just tell me what you do. You can just tell me.
All right, y'all, who's gonna be the first one to chime in talking about your business in the chat? Who's got some business in here?
This is my favorite part of doing what I do. I love this.
Carisha, where you at? Where you at? Talk about your business in the chat. Hey, Auntie. I didn't see you on here.
Let's do Auntie. Auntie, what you do?
She's a singer.
Right,
she's still on?
That's easy.
Gospel singer. Kim is in real estate.
I'll let you pick.
I want to see what Kim, you still there? I want to see what Kim's, because she's a real estate investor. I want to see what that looks like.
Okay, cool. All right, Kim, if you still active, you should probably start taking notes. All right, you ready? You ready?
Let's get, yeah.
All right, bet. So first thing, if Kim came to me and she said, Jay, I want to create an app around my business model, right? I'm in real estate, and my main thing that I want to do is I want to attract more investors. Bet. First thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out which model you want to go by. Do you want this app to be access granted? Kyle, let him in. Do you want this thing to be access granted, meaning everybody can come in, you just got to create an account? Or do you want it to be subscription based, right? I love subscription based because, that's just more residual income, right? Either way, good models. For real estate investing, and particularly though, you want to have an offer that's going to make these people keep it on their phone, right? This is for no matter what you do, no matter what business. I don't care if you're a hairstylist or whatever. There has to be a reason why I have your app on my phone that's going, when I run out of space and that thing pop up, I'm not removing your app because that app means something to me, right? Her unique offer should then be, you get first dibs when I come across properties because I find the best properties. I get the best ROIs, and you really want to work with me because my whole team is going to be behind you. With that mindset, you know what? Your app stays. What this does then is it creates an ecosystem of people who all got money. We got money over here. We got money over there, money over here. Karina, yeah. How do you say your name for real? Like the
Karana.
Karana. That I would never mess it up again.
Y'all, he's been calling me Bubbles.
Yes. Great branding, right? Karana calls and she says, hey, I got a new property. It ain't on the market yet, but it's a dope property that you should go ahead and, see if your people are interested in. Kim is then going to say, all right, bet. She's going to list the property on her own private app. Then she's going to send out a push notification to the people and say, hey, this is the property. It's going for $20,000. First come, first sold. Done. She got an offer on the table within an hour. Why? Because Jim is looking for that property. He just got the push notification. It's going to take you directly to a link. That link is going to take you to a form. He's going to fill out the form, submit the financials, and there you go.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Tamika. Oh, man.
You want to make it easy for people to give you money.
Waiting for people to give you money. I love it. I love it. So when you have a business or a business idea, hit my guy up on Instagram.
Y'all can do something real simple, real quick. Text LOKUL to 33777. That'll lock me in. LOKUL to 33777.
And I put it in the chat on Facebook.
There we go.
I'm struggling with all these other devices.
We can do another one if you want to. If anybody got a business, I love this shit.
Yes. Anybody have a business they want to talk about an app, how the app could work for your business? Phyllis, what you got? Carisha. I think people tuned in and they're not Still on here.
It's all good.
Mm-hmm. It's all good.
And then also, watch this, right? So people, you ready for that freebie I'm about to give you?
Sure.
Remember I told you I had a freebie to give away, right?
You did.
So what happens is people call and they'll book a consultation, right? Also consultations with me cost money. It's only $50, but that's just to make sure that you're really serious. So people will book a consultation. I tell them the price, and then they'll get sticker shock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people get sticker shock for one real reason, because they don't have the money, which means something's wrong with your credit because you don't have access to the money, right? So what I decided to do was, you know what? In the spirit of me being me, I want to get rid of all your excuses. So I am not a credit professional. I am never going to attest to be. But doesn't it make sense that if you have great credit and you're able to get financing for whatever it is that you want, whether it's a new car, new house, dog, college, it don't matter, that you're able to do it, right? It makes sense.
Right.
If you want an app and you need to get financing, you should probably have good credit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I was like, all right, bet. So now there's a software that will help you fix your credit for free. Don't go. Actually, I take that back. It's $30 a month, basically. But it submits the letters. It does all the work for you, right? CreditDR.net. CreditDoctor.net. You go to CreditDoctor.net. You fill out the little form. It pulls up your credit, like all the remarks and all that stuff that's on your credit.
Mm-hmm.
You can challenge everything. You can dispute everything directly there. Now, what happens is we've all looked at our credit report before, and we said, all right, man, like
you should have, if you have not, look at your credit.
Yes. But you might have even like gotten to the point where you printed out the letters, right? You found letters online and you decided to print them out. But then them damn things sit in your car for 6 months because you don't go to physically drop them off.
They sit back there with the Goodwill donations.
Facts. This software actually does it for you. So it's like, yo, there you go. So is fixing your credit worth $30 a month? I would hope so. There you go. And I don't have a dog in the race. It's just go fix your credit. So then when we have a conversation, the conversation is way easier to have because you're not stressed out about financing. You don't have to find any excuse. If you don't want to do it, that's cool. But if financing is keeping you from doing it, that's an issue. Let's fix that. And then we can have an authentic conversation.
For sure. And I want to ask also, hey, we got a couple more people to join. Brandy Newton, Randy Bryant. Man, listen, Randy, what's up, homie? I have not seen many of these people. A lot of these people are my folks from back home in Ohio. I ain't seen Randy since I know it was the 90s. Hey, man.
Shout out to Cleveland one time for the one time. What's good? We in the house.
One time. So, do you have a financing option in-house, like a after-pay type solution built in to your business?
Yeah, so we use Sezzle. So, and our pricing ain't even all that crazy. What it is it's $5,500 or it's $3,500. That's it. But some people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, all right, bet, go ahead.
Man, some people spend that much on a bag.
I ain't never go do that.
Stuff they want to brag about. I'm not even, listen, the most I ever spent on a bag was $300. I promise you, I'm going to carry that bag to the day I die.
Man, I'm a shoe fanatic. Like, I have like way more shoes than feet should be allowed to have. But I realized that, yo, like, you know what? You want to know my favorite place to find shoes at?
Where?
Marshall's.
What's up, Marshall's? I
rock them just the same. And now it's like, whatever.
I do. Marshall's irritates me for some reason. I don't know. I can do TJ Maxx. Ross is my friend. Their shoes have been getting kind of cheesy.
Nothing for me.
They've been getting kind of cheesy lately, and I think they're kind of all affiliated.
Yeah.
But close to my house, there's a Ross, TJ Maxx, and a Marshall's, like bam, bam, bam. So I don't have an excuse. Just go
they
from
all
one
cousins. To they first
cousins. They all like for real, for real. I like to go. So my shoe hack. I usually shoe shop intentionally January 1st every year. Dillard's has, hey Pam, Dillard's has an annual sale. Now the last year, this year, it was nowhere near what it used to be. Every year, everything that was already marked down would be an additional 50% off. So this is the first year they didn't do that to the whole store, but that would be my time to go buy shoes every year, and I would just go crazy buying everything. Like I buy $150 pair of shoes for like $27.50. So nice. Yeah,
you see, that's a lick right there.
Absolutely, and it was brands
that stuff for y'all. For us, they do guys wrong, man.
Well, that Dillard's, the whole store was on sale like that. So even the men's part, I used to work when I lived in Vegas. So I had a really bad shopping habit, and I took a job at Dillard's because that was my favorite store to shop in. And I'm like, okay, you get a 50% discount. So I used to leave almost my whole check there every week. But
man, that's
I got a lot of deals. But I ran the men's.
Your cousin and have your cousin come up with a big bag. She buy a T-shirt, leave with 32 items.
Never. Listen, man, if any of my people are on here that they used to, hey Lourdes, they used to work with me. I was notorious for blocking the shoplifters. Not on my watch. You better go on the other side, because I ran the men's denim department. So all the Ed Hardy and the Mark Echo cut and sew, like that was the stuff in my department. And I took it personal. Like, you're just gonna look me in my face and snatch my whole display that it took me 7 hours to fold yesterday. Now you're gonna snatch everything? Nope. One time I like literally scooped this girl. I was like, bam, bam, dumped her right on her head. They watched the video for about a month. They was like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. I can't either, but it was instinct. It felt like she was playing me, because she was like right here to me. Girl, no. And I'm up here putting my life at risk for these people's stuff. Not anymore, but yeah, I used to like, I cut down the loss in my department. Like, me and my girl Teresa, shout out to Teresa. Like, she's from the Bronx, and me being from we had that instinct, that hood instinct, like, I see that look. They're watching me too close. Next thing you know, I turn around and there's a car by the door just sitting there in a place you're not allowed to park at. Oh, they waiting. Girl, stop. So yeah. I wasn't one, and that was a whole entire sidebar. But no, cousin TT could not come up to my department. I was working and getting nothing. No.
Sorry, Pam. No. I tried to look you up.
No. Cool. Okay, Carisha, what is that? Johnson John Wanamakers? What is that? I don't know what that means. I'm slow. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means either. I was going to play it off and just giggle with her, but hey, whatever. Because you called her out. What does that mean? Telling jokes only you get. What's wrong with you?
I wasn't even trying to call her out. Yo, Carissa is my partner. That girl, she books me. That's the one that I said, if I didn't tell you to get with her or tell you to, yeah, she did all my booking.
Oh, okay.
Whew. So
my bad. Sorry, Carisha. My apologies.
All the people, she said, oh, her mother used to shop there. That was okay. Got you. She said it's old school, but there's quite a few people who have slid in my inbox like, man, I'm still waiting. I want to be on the show. Yeah.
Hey, listen. I have some suggestions for you, because I'm giving you the same sauce that I'm starting to take for myself. Okay, have you noticed that? Because you're very good at doing what you do. But have you noticed that, like, you're great at giving other people advice, but then you don't take your own advice?
I'm getting better at it when I recognize that same advice applies to me. Listen, it's that recognition piece. Sometimes it's a disconnect.
I am one of those people who I had to really like have a come to Jesus moment with myself. Like, nigga, like the same thing that you done told them to do is the same thing you've been telling yourself to do for the last month.
Well, see, that's the journey I've been on this year. You know, I wrote the book. Mm-hmm. Perfect segue. Shameless plug. Residue. Got it right here. Residue. Growing from crush to crushing it. Get your copy. Go to Amazon right now. Get that thing.
You need to send me that with the Amazon link so I could go ahead and share it.
Thank you. I sure will. So in 2023, last year, I had an experience, and I'll tell the story for the one person on here who might not have heard it. I'm a neat freak. I travel a lot. Every time I travel, I immediately come home and put my suitcase away, clean everything up. I went to Florida last year, swam in the ocean for a couple days, and I was super tired when I got home, so I left my suitcase at the foot of my bed. Well, the next morning I get up to go to the bathroom, and I tripped over that suitcase. So when I get to the bathroom, I just bust out laughing, and I said, dang, what other baggage are you tripping on?
Ooh.
Right. Okay. Right. And okay. I wrote chapter 1 that day, and it started me on this serious deep dive introspectively. I started really like scrubbing my life. I started to look at who I am, how I am, why I am how I am. So I didn't leave very much room in that regard. I'm fully conscious and aware of who I am and how I am these days. So now I'm in the space when I do give advice, I can soundly give advice knowing that I'm standing on that thing too.
I got a problem with you, man. I got a problem with you.
Right.
I got a problem with you. I got a problem with you because I think I told you this. If I didn't tell you, I think I thought it when I left. But you should definitely have a book club somewhere.
I should. Carisha, you hear that? Okay, yeah.
See, now we about to just do live coaching. There we go. You should definitely have a book club. And in that book club, it could be virtual. It could be something like this, right? But y'all going through the chapters, right? Then you throw that thing into Opus Clips and you use that as marketing material going forward. So now every chapter has been broken down into 30 different pieces. And now as you sharing it, every week y'all getting new content. It don't matter because y'all going through
chapter. I did it one time and I do have a video. I did not share that, but I do have that. And I didn't do it ongoing as a club, but I did it once. I do have a community. It will be perfect to do within my community. It's an acronym is ACE, and it stands for Accountability Circle of Excellence. Mm-hmm. So my ladies, I think we are getting ready to read Residue.
There we go.
That's a great idea. Thank you. Yes.
Come on, man. I tell you, I came here to get real saucy and to give out some stuff. So somebody is calling, you got a question that you've been dying to ask. If I got
try my guy out, y'all. Anybody got a question? Yes, accountability. So the website, you can just go to acircleofexcellence.com.
You don't type that thing out and put it in the chat. If you go to, ain't nobody about to type that out. You gotta keep it simple. Make it easy for people to give you money. Same philosophy. Get them the link. Make it easy.
Okay, it's in the chat on Facebook. Somebody help me, please, and put it on YouTube because I'm trying to do too much with too many devices, and I'm also trying to remain present. Okay, this is one of the reasons why I stopped doing the lives because it's so many moving parts. Mm-hmm. And in the studio, I got the team off to the side, and they're doing the things and getting the behind the scenes and all that. Now it's just me and my camera and devices, and we're on 3 platforms right now simultaneously. So I can't monitor all the chats and all the things.
Where you at, Carisha?
Hilarious. But yes, that's a great idea. I'm definitely going to implement that. So y'all be ready. I'm getting my next.
Watch this. Watch this. The reason why I say that is because I have to take that same piece of advice. I wrote a book last year, and
why did I not? What? I'm just now hearing this for the first time.
Actually, I wrote it year before last, but the information is still good. And it's called How to Love an Entrepreneur Without Losing Your Mind.
Okay, I take that back. I did hit when you said the title. I remember that because we had a conversation about that title. There are so many. Okay, let's talk about that. When you are an entrepreneur and dating or marrying, being married to somebody, your partner, your life partner is not an entrepreneur and does not get your hustle. Let's talk about that.
I don't think that second part is an option.
It's really not. It's like you have. I dated somebody years ago, and I was managing a very successful, very busy music studio and pursuing my career as a songwriter. And this man said to me one day, "I just don't understand that studio stuff. What? I mean, can't you get a regular job?"
I can get a regular person. Listen, the difference and the reason why I say
that thing ended, I was like, But yes, you got to be. That goes back to that old biblical. You got to be equally yoked with your partner.
But also understanding that you're different. Like I didn't realize I was different. I was just like, yo, I thought everybody. I thought this made sense.
Everybody does not have it in them to grind 20 hours a day when necessary,
and it don't feel like work.
God and get up and do it again. Even when you're not making money, but you believe in that thing so hard that you will go so hard over and over again. Even when you look insane to everybody,
the money is going to come.
It lights your heart on fire, and you can't not do it.
Facts.
That is a thing. Hey, Lee, that is a whole thing. When you have that burning desire, when you're an entrepreneur, like I am allergic to jobs. Oh my gosh.
I'm a horrible employee right now. Me being an employee
I would be the worst. I'm trash. I'm totally trash.
Listen. God has been so good and amazing to me that I've been able to sustain. Because me as an employee, we've tasted freedom. And if like my lady, she's not an entrepreneur, but she understands entrepreneur.
She acts like an entrepreneur. Go ahead, sis. She definitely is.
Like she's a silent CEO. Like
she is your helpmate for real.
And you need that though, right? Because you need it for several different reasons. But the one reason why you need that is because there's no stress. They get it. If I feel like every time I come home or every time I go upstairs or I'm downstairs and they're like, damn, what you doing downstairs? I'm working on something. If I have to explain that every day, that's gonna get tiresome.
That's the problem.
Our attitudes ain't set up for a lot of stress. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh,
now you in the way.
No, because we realize everything is optional. So that stress that you causing, all right, man, watch out.
Something is coming off of the plate and it's not my work.
Oh, you got a problem with this? Go home.
I'm in the solutions business. Yeah.
And that's the easiest solution. It creates happiness for us both.
Yes. I highly recommend people, women, we deal with that sense of security in our man, in our marriage, in our children, with our family. And when your man doesn't back you and doesn't support you and doesn't get it, that thing that's keeping you up at night and that thing that makes you not want to stay at your good state job that you've been at for 18 years, when you don't have that support, it's so easy for that man to convince the woman to give up on her dream. It's so easy.
Man,
I'm telling you, I always hear Beyonce in my head. I always hear Beyonce in my head. You interrupted my grinding. Stop it.
All right, so this becomes one of those situations where you have to check it at the gate.
Yes.
Because allow it once, you're going to allow it 3 times, right? And it's like, nah. Hold on. What ain't about to happen is that I like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that little freaky thing that you do. But, but nah, I'm going to pass. I'm popping my balloon.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because
recognize it.
Because what happens is emotions start to get involved, and now you start to feel these people, and now they have access to your brain and your heart at the same time. Nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my dog's fight. God damn it. See, I sound like I'm in a project. I got 2 pit bulls. If I showed you my dog, like, he's like a little piece of shit. Like he's like very like a miniature. And he got the heart of a lion, though. You think he's tough. But
Pam McCoy said, dig it, it's like that for so many. It ends up being a deal breaker for many long-term marriages. Absolutely. I think a lot of people go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's where to my point I was trying to make is that you got to have these conversations and see early on that you're dealing with, where their mind is at, right?
Yes.
First and foremost, you also have to realize that you are different. I am not meant for everybody. So before I waste your time and mine, is this going to be one night or several? If it's one night, all right, it don't matter. Several, I got to see what you about. Yeah. Once we come to understand it and I see where your mind is at, now, can I handle this? Can I not? Do you understand that what I'm doing is not insane? It makes sense to me, and I don't care how you feel about it. Bet. I was paying my bills. I was doing everything I need to do before you. I do the same thing.
Yes. when I hear you sure are busy all the time, or the other one is people make time for what they want. Once I hear that, now I hear you trying to manipulate me. And guess what response you're going to get? I sure do.
So now, this is why I wrote the book, right? And it's not because I'm just this love guru, which I think I might be, but y'all just tell me in a second. You have problem, and then you have solution. Because everybody they're not gifted with the outlook to understand entrepreneurship and how to deal with it. But if you're seeking help, then just know that there's information out there for you. For every problem, okay, cool. Maybe I like you enough to actually try to break this down for you and welcome you into my life, my world a little bit, right? Let me show you behind the veil. That ain't how you're going to get through to me, first and foremost.
That part.
Let me show you. If you need time from me, this is how I receive that type of conversation. This is the best way to come about it to me. Yo, matter of fact, you're welcome to come into the office and help if you can add to this. But if you can't, stay your ass upstairs and stay away. So this is what it looks like. But as men, most men want to feel like they control the situation. And yo, no, I want you to come to bed when I want you to come to bed. Oh, all right. Well, I tell you what, it don't work that way. So,
it's let's see, we got another comment. During a relationship, people evolve. If one doesn't and remains stagnant, the breakdown occurs.
Mm-hmm. You can grow
everything in life should evolve. You either evolve or you erode. That's a fact of nature.
I'm blowing bubbles.
Nothing stays the same. You either evolve or you'll erode. I'm not about to erode away. You have to evolve. You have to grow. And it's unfortunate that some people are closed-minded and they don't want to grow. They're comfortable. I like routine. Routines are the only way that I'm able to do all the things that I do because I'm very regimented. I know how many balls I'm juggling in the air. I know when each one is coming down, when they're going to land. I know what my hands are supposed to be. So that's how I manage because I know my schedule. I know my life. I know the obligations that I have put on my own plate. But if I do anything that deviates from that plan before I'm ready to deviate from that plan, something is getting dropped.
Yeah.
So just know yourself. That's rule number one. Know yourself. Know what you can accommodate, what you can't, what you prefer, what you require. There's differences between a preference and a requirement. You know, if you can be flexible on a thing, maybe that's where you give to, accommodate your partner. So there's different things, but you got to evaluate if that relationship means that much to you.
Is it for one night or is it for several?
If it's a one night or is it for several? Sometimes you get people who start out one way and then one person does a shift and goes down the entrepreneurial path. And then it's like, wait a minute, that's not who we were 3 years ago. We didn't start out like that. And you could create that divide there because I thought this is my partner. I thought this is who I was getting with. Now you're invested. You're fully vested in this relationship. And they changed. They grew at a pace that you did not.
See, but communication. And
absolutely communication. Because if you include them, they might be more apt to support you.
Exactly.
Sometimes we go off on these tangents. We don't tell them. We just start changing up what we do, where we go, who we do things with. And now it looks like we've isolated our partner. So there's a lot of layers to this. And that's a good thing. Make sure, tell everybody the title of the book again. I'm going to put it in the chat.
How to Love an Entrepreneur Without Losing Your Mind. But yeah, it's all of those things that we said, they all resonate with me because I had to unlearn so much stuff throughout life that it became just a constant, okay, cool, I'm on this journey. But you know what I'm saying? And from a male standpoint, when you realize that you've been sold a bag of bad goods, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, that's a process. And I think it's important. And a question that a lot of people don't ask enough when dating is, where are you at within your process? You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully they even own one, right? So all of that kind of goes right back into how we end up in this mess. Because, if you ain't fought them demons, man, and I still fight shit. And it's tough.
If you don't have clarity, if you don't have stability mentally, you don't have the right to be locking in with anybody. That's my opinion.
Man, but sometimes shit
you gonna bring somebody else into your tailspin.
Yeah, but you get lonely and we're human, right?
I know. You can get with somebody and just be clear that you're not in a stable place mentally. Being mentally unstable is so unfair.
That shit dangerous too. Because if we've been honest, it's like
that's a toxic recipe. The key ingredient to a toxic recipe, like
that's what I was about to say. It's like you asked for it. So
I coach, and I was coaching this one young woman. Forgive me for this high level description, but I just said to her, as she's telling me something, I said, "Oh, you just like pain." I had to leave it at that, and I had to.
Pain is addicting. No, pain is addicting.
Clearly,
it's addictive. It's like it's a drug for some people. It's like
clearly,
there is a chemical reaction that you get from certain things that happen within your life, and when you're triggered, when you catch a whiff of that, it's like a crackhead smelling crack. It's like, oh, wait a minute.
My nose literally just twitched. Like when once you know that smell.
Listen, for them, but you're either going to have one or two reactions. You're going to have that reaction.
Yes, people are addicted to it.
Yeah.
Some people are addicted to their own traumas and their own toxic lifestyle. They don't want to change. They don't want to because they haven't visualized or imagined their identity absent of that trauma and drama. That's why you get people who are constantly, like, every time you talk to them, it's negative. There's something wrong.
Avoid those people.
They're never happy. Everybody hates them. Everybody's doing them wrong. You will get these people who can't seem to function outside of that space. Right. Man, I'm allergic to them too, and I repel them. They get the stiff arm, like they get the straight there.
You also have to realize like who those people are, because sometimes they hide behind titles like cousin, auntie, brother, sister.
Yes, and I still recognize.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like
I said, when I hit that 49th year, baby, I didn't nobody gets to pass anymore. Nobody. You're not going to bring me down. I don't even, and I'm so at peace. I don't even have confrontational situations. I am smooth at the walking out of your life. Like it's too easy. It's too easy to just be with myself. It's way too easy. You're not going to disturb nothing over here. Nothing. Not a thing.
It's all optional.
I don't like your world. Your world, like my spirit is so keen and finely tuned right now that nothing in the world can let me even stay in a space. Like as soon as I feel your energy, I'm out. I'm out. I don't. And I'm so glad I'm like that, because now the younger me was very volatile, and I was y'all. It's a whole bunch of y'all on here who actually know me and been knowing me my whole life. I can't even lie or make this up. Y'all know I was known to serve up that 2-piece with no biscuit. Like, pow, you about to get it. So I can't.
Bubbles, you dropping people in the streets
like that, and then stand over you and humiliate you. Night. I promise you, I got a resume long as my arm. I'm not even, and it's not a boastful thing. It's me. I'm boasting about my growth. If anything, I'm boasting about, I know that I don't have to bust you in your head for me to get my point across now. I am very proud of that. I can definitely brag on that. Like, I don't
bless you with my absence.
I will. Woo!
Real simple.
I'm going to use that one. I'm going to bless you with my absence. And it became a matter of me recognizing my worth and loving myself enough to dip up out of that. I don't, it's so. Some people, they don't even have the mental maturity to work through a thing in honesty and in truth. So they'd rather deal with the chaos. Man, I'm not doing chaos. I'm not doing chaos.
There's people who will enable your horrible behavior, right? So there's people who will co-sign the foolishness and everything that you're doing, and they don't think there's nothing wrong with it. It's like, no, that's just how she is. She a hothead. Tell her to grow up. Like
that's the most childish perspective. You know how I am. Okay, let me see how far that gets you.
Well, hey, what we just say? I will bless you with my absence.
I will bless you with my absence. Sister Pitt said, I totally understand, but thank God for change. Yes, thank God for change, because I got too much to lose right now, and me and orange jumpsuit just ain't gonna coordinate.
No.
I don't want the shackles. I don't want any of that. Yeah, listen, my life is.
I did a weekend in jail. That was enough time for me.
I did too.
I ain't touched a cold cut sandwich since.
I was on a hunger strike. I didn't eat the whole weekend. I was crazy thing. So somebody hit me and I blacked out. I promise you I blacked out because I called the police. They got there. He was like, look at his face. And I was like, arrest him, he hit me. And I wouldn't shut up. Not paying attention. It's Friday afternoon and it's Labor Day weekend. I spent the whole.
Oh, that's an extra day. Yeah, no.
I spent the whole weekend in jail. Well, they took him too because they just had to, I guess, because they was like, y'all both need to shut up. Y'all gonna go sit downtown and shut up.
Yeah.
So that was enough for me. Y'all I don't know why people can go in and out. I can't do it. That was enough for me. I stayed in there for 3 nights and I didn't eat the entire time because I was not eating that bologna, that fake bologna even. I don't know what it was. And they kept trying to give us like milk. And I had a broken ankle. I was in a cast on crutches. I stayed in there. When I say I did a whole entire concert, I just sang the whole weekend. Like literally the whole weekend. I was in there blowing.
Man, we was playing space and shit.
I was in a solitary thing because I was in a medical ward because I had a broken ankle.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I didn't even interact with anybody else.
Yeah, they had us like a pod, and we playing cards and shit and telling war stories.
Oh man,
God and everything. I had a bandana on and everything. I don't know what gang I was in. It was just like, yo, like it was a hell of a 3 days. It was a lot of shit that happened in that time frame.
Well, my 3 days was enough for me to say not never, not ever, ever again.
Yeah, I'm good.
I just know. That's why I know that I had to change because I don't deal well with anybody putting their hands on me.
Yeah, see. Come on.
We're going to have a problem.
We got too much going on.
We got too much going on. And now, folks, they want to hit you and then sue you. So it's like.
Crazy.
Yeah, we got to figure out the conflict resolution. But I want to make sure that, because we did not have a planned conversation. We did not have a script. And we just been all over the place. I want to make sure that everything that you want to cover, discuss, share, that we get to cover. We talked about your app. We talked about your network. Tell us what else you have going that you would like to share or promote besides the book.
No, really, I just want to get people to really just understand that it's time for us to realize nobody's going to come and save us. It's time for us to educate ourselves, to really just start putting our best foot forward and getting around dope people who can motivate us to become the people that we need to be to take whatever it is that you're doing to the next level. Get in community with people.
Yes.
And really
iron sharpens
iron. Iron sharpens iron. And also give people the green light to check you.
Yes. So yes.
That's very, very, very big.
Open to feedback.
Especially your friend circle. I had to tell one of my dudes the other day, I'm like, bro, if you see that I'm not active for too many days, hit me. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? I'm gonna do the same thing for you. And you would be surprised, you know what I'm saying, how that might change the dynamic of those relationships. But most importantly, just be honest with yourself and say, you know what? I have some bad habits that I need to break. And in order for my business to become successful, I have to commit to doing this. I hate making cold calls. I really hate making cold calls.
I do too.
But for my business to become successful, I have to do this, right? So, you have to just not be afraid to be around people who are going to motivate you, inspire you, and challenge you.
Yes.
So that's it. I'm not really selling anything. If y'all want an app, I gave y'all the sauce. Text local LOKUL to 33777. That's just how you can tap in. You can book a call. All my links are right there. So that's why I tell you to do that. But once again, it's just, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Keep supporting.
Yes. I am so honored. I'm glad we finally had to sit down and just kind of just talked. I don't often have people that just I've known before I started podcasting and people that can really inspire me. I'm a total carnivore. And when you had me, I was about a month and a half before I ate meat again. So I did very good. There's not very many people who can push me in that direct. Like,
and guess what? It's wintertime. This is shed season.
Yeah. Tell my metabolism.
I'm going fish. So fish is going to be my thing, seafood. But I can't do straight vegan yet. Although my lady, she's vegan and she does her thing with it. It's just I'm getting there. I'm a work in progress. I just this time I'm going into it a little bit planned and yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again. Not try it. I'm gonna do it again.
There we go. There we go. Change that language.
Yeah, trying is lying. Don't lie to yourself and say I'm trying. No, you're not. Just do it.
But you want to know what else made it dope though is that you was on it too. So it was like, yo, I'll text you, boom, boom, boom. All right, hey, I did shitty today.
And I came up with I really was crafty with the recipes. I was making up some stuff. Me and mushrooms became really good friends. I would chop up some and saute some mushrooms and put my taco seasoning in there. And I had a burrito. You couldn't tell it wasn't meat. It gave me the texture. It gave me the flavor. And I was doing stuff like that really, really sustained me. It's my mother's fault. I'm going to go ahead and put her under the bus. That woman came and stayed at my house and fried some chicken. What was I supposed to do? Not my mama chicken.
You preach it to the choir.
Not my mama chicken.
You preach it to the choir. I was a victim too, but I created a self-inflicted wound. I can only blame myself. So, but at the same time, it's like, all right, cool. Now what's your goal going into spring? You know what I mean? Like, so for the winter time, now I just want to shed a couple pounds, get right, start going to the gym. I can commit to going twice a week. And if I go more, then cool. I just won't go no less.
Yeah, that's great. I have a goal. I want to lose 15 pounds by Christmas.
Healthy?
Yeah, I want to.
It ain't no way.
It is
not healthy. You can do it.
That first 3 weeks that I was meat free, I lost 10 pounds just from the meat alone.
So you going 15? Hold on, what's today's date?
Today is October 30th.
All right, so
I got a month. I got almost 2 months, like 7 weeks.
Hey, listen,
I can. So
I ain't never scared, but we just talked about this to open up the conversation.
I'm being conservative, and let me tell you what my goal was, and I should have taken action sooner. November, the middle of November, right before Thanksgiving, I'm doing a press. I have a press day and a photo shoot with Les Brown. My next book project is co-authored with him, so that's a pretty big deal for me. Pretty big deal for me. So I want my clothes to fit like I want my clothes to fit while I'm sitting next to Les Brown on these stages and going on this tour.
Okay.
So yes, and I've been doing a lot more speaking and just doing all kind of amazing things. I need to have the energy.
Well, listen, I'm about to give you some sauce if you're ready for it. You got a CMOS plug down there?
I do. Shout out to my sister Charlene. Sister Claus she's amazing.
Get you some CMOS, a diet that you can stick to. Like don't you know what I'm saying? Don't murder yourself, but a diet that you can stick to, and then incorporate the gym. You can do it. You can do it by Christmas. And I apologize because my reaction was like, ain't no way. But what happens is with the body, you'll lose the weight, right? Mm-hmm. But then your body, the first time you eat something else, it's like, oh, there we go.
Then you looking like Professor Clump. Yes.
So
that's what happened to me this time when I started eating. I lost that 10 pounds really quick, like in 3 weeks, And then when I went back to eating meat, it's like I ballooned. I never ever had a gut before, like without having being pregnant. Never had a gut. I got a gut now, y'all. I don't like this.
So now the challenge becomes crafting a lifestyle that's just maintainable. It ain't even about December. It's about, like, you know what? This is how I am now.
Yep.
That's it. And that's how I want to be. I don't want to be a vegan. I don't want to be pescatarian. I just want, this is how I am.
A healthy lifestyle, for sure. Yeah. For sure. I have too much amazingness going on in my life to not be healthy for it.
There you go.
And my, like I said, go back to the very beginning of our conversation. What makes me happy? My grandchildren. I need to be here for them. I need to be healthy for them, for the memories that I want to help them to build over the years. We're going to travel the world. Nana's house is going to be a safe haven. Like, I'm getting ready to do some crazy stuff in my house just for my grandchildren. Like,
that's a blessing, man. You got this. And to see how you lit up when you said your grandchildren, that's your happy place.
They are everything. All 5 of them.
Nice. There you go. Well, I'm glad I could be of some service tonight. Thank y'all for everybody that tuned in. Lolo, Pam, Nisha.
My girl name. Yo, when you come to town, if you ever hear on a week that she has a show, she got a dope live show. She does a lot of really big. She interviews a lot of really
tomorrow, but I ain't gonna leave the airport.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a layover in Atlanta, and then we going from.
How long is your layover?
It's only like an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
Then we going to New Orleans. So.
Got you. Okay.
There it is.
Well, everybody, his name and his social media handle has been on the screen this entire time at J.R. Fogle, Jay spelled out. Y'all make sure y'all follow my guy. Get some tips. He's always doing something. Y'all in Ohio, man, this guy is always doing things. I saw you did that tech event. Ooh.
Yeah, we got we do that every first Saturday. This month we moved it to the 9th just because it was like, the way the first kind of fell. So this month we're doing it on the 9th. If you're in Cleveland, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Haitian CEO. So we're bringing him on Wednesday. So y'all can come out to that. That's going to be amazing. That's a free event. Then we bring in David Shands in January. So that's going to be a dope event. So yeah, let's get it.
Okay. I might have to come home. God dog it, the weather though. Oof.
Hey, global warming is real, so we ain't even got no snow yet.
Yeah, January, you're going to definitely have some snow on the ground. At least it's going to be very cold. I don't know. When I left Ohio, I moved to Las Vegas because it's the hottest place I know.
I love my winter coats, so I'm good.
I hate cold. That's one way you can make me evil. Make me cold. Oh my goodness. I get downright evil. I'm not fun. You don't want to be around me. I get
evil. Come in peace. We come in peace.
But I'll keep that in mind. Make sure send me the date for when Shan's gonna be there. I've been rocking with Shan since I moved to Georgia in 2013. So he can't come to my house. Huh?
Have you been to his facility yet?
I have not. Man, the way Atlanta traffic set up, I will talk myself out of going anywhere. And there's so many Wednesdays. I keep saying I'm gonna go over there.
It's all good.
I despise that drive. I really do. But I gotta make that happen. But I appreciate you, my brother. I want to wish you safe travels.
Thank you.
Continued success. Shout out to your lady and for holding you down, being somebody who knows how to love an entrepreneur without losing her mind.
Let me tell you a quick story, real quick story. That's how she got me. So she acted like she was buying the book, right? And then she shot me a DM and she's like, "Hey, the link's not working." And I'm like, let me go check. Boom, boom, boom. Struck up a little conversation. Next thing you know, she here. Hey, it worked.
Yo, but listen. You're rubbing off on her, and it's something that's already in her that you're bringing out. Because when I was seeing the footage from InvestFest, I'm like, yo, what's she doing?
Yeah. She got out there. She was in the field and she was getting it in.
Yes, so. She was. She was like, that's a true helpmate. I'm talking about. You found your rib. That's what's up. Go.
She vegan. There ain't no meat in those ribs. I'm just messing around. All right. See, now I'm about to get in trouble. Bye. Y'all see? I was on the line. I was doing good.
All right, y'all. Much love. Safe travels. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Somewhere, somehow.
All right. Appreciate you.
All right, y'all. Stay popping.
You got to get a sound effect to go with the bubbles.
I really do. All right.
See you later.